Brooksville was a town that prided itself on its peaceful, small-town charm. But on the night of April 21st, that tranquility was shattered. A beloved nursing student named Lily Harper disappeared without a trace, leaving behind a perfect life and a web of secrets. What could have driven Lily to vanish so suddenly? What did her disappearance reveal about the people closest to her and the dark side of love and obsession? In the months that followed, the town would come to realize that some mysteries are far darker than they seem. Nestled in the Appalachian foothills, Brooksville, Pennsylvania, was a kind of town where everyone knew everyone's business. A sprawling town square, small shops with wooden signs and wide, tree-lined streets painted a picture of idyllic simplicity. This was a place where residents didn't just share mailboxes, they shared their lives. But even in such a seemingly perfect town, the things people kept hidden could shake it to its core. Lily Harper had become a fixture in the town since she moved there just 2 years earlier to attend Brooksville University. At 23, she was a promising nursing student known for her compassionate heart and her fierce ambition. Her dream was simple but noble, to help children in need. Whether she was volunteering at the local clinic or spending time with her elderly neighbors, Lily had the kind of personality that drew people in. She was, in every sense, beloved. Lily lived in a small, cozy apartment just a short walk from the university. It was the kind of place you could imagine settling into after a long day of classes. A window that overlooked a quiet street. Her best friend, Amber Lawson, often described her as a glue of their friendship group. Amber recalled how Lily always made time for everyone, whether it was a late-night study session or a spontaneous road trip. She was never without her trademark laugh, the one that could fill a room even in the most tense moments. Yet, despite her charm and her strong social circle, Lily had recently begun to pull away from her closest friends. For months, there were whispers of something beneath the surface, something Lily wasn't saying. Her relationship with Tyler James, her boyfriend of nearly 2 years, had begun to show cracks. Tyler, a quiet and reserved guy, had always been a little possessive of Lily, but recently, he'd become distant too. He often seemed moody and frustrated, as though something were eating at him. But Lily kept reassuring everyone that everything was fine. Her friends didn't buy it, but no one dared to press her about it. Then there was Adam Kent, a new guy in town who had recently started working at the local coffee shop with Lily. He was charming, charismatic, and But no one thought it was anything to be concerned about. No one could figure out where she had gone or why. Days turned into weeks. The case stalled. But then a breakthrough came in the form of Lily's phone records. Reyes and his team discovered that Lily's phone had been in use late into the evening. Around 10:30 p.m., the phone pinged a tower on the outskirts of town, an area not far from a secluded hiking trail. But there was something more disturbing. At 11:15 p.m., Lily's phone made a final call. It wasn't to a friend. It was to her boyfriend, Tyler. Tyler's alibi, however, seemed suspicious. He claimed he was home that night, alone, playing video games. He had no explanation for why his phone records didn't match his story, and he grew defensive when pressed by investigators. But Tyler's defensive reaction wasn't enough to make Reyes believe he was the perpetrator. Still, something wasn't adding up. The investigation took a strange turn when the team began questioning Adam Kent. He had been seen leaving the coffee shop just hours before Lily went missing. When Reyes dug into Adam's past, he discovered a troubling history. A history of obsession, jealousy, and a string of failed relationships. But there was one detail that caught Reyes' attention. Adam had been at the same party as Tyler a few weeks before Lily's disappearance, and witnesses reported seeing both men in heated conversation. Amber mentioned that she had overheard a tense phone call between Adam and Lily at work a few days before she disappeared. Reyes knew they had to confront Adam. When he sat down for questioning, Adam was calm, perhaps too calm. He admitted he had feelings for Lily, but he swore he hadn't hurt her. Adam revealed that he had been out with Lily at a bar just the night before she vanished. He said they had shared a couple of drinks and that he'd tried to kiss her, but Lily turned him down. When asked why he had never told anyone about this, Adam explained that he had been embarrassed, but it was his next statement that made Reyes pause. He said he had given Lily space that night, and she had seemed distant. It was clear that Lily had never wanted to pursue anything with Adam, but there was something about his behavior that didn't sit right with Reyes. As the investigation continued, a new suspect emerged. It wasn't Adam or Tyler, but someone who had been overlooked. The quiet, overlooked neighbor, Jenna. Jenna had always been a little odd, often seen walking around town in a daze.